So come back to the Study with Rats channel, and my today's topic to explain you all about the communication. Okay, so the term communication is derived from the Latin word communis, that means common. Thus, if a person had a communication, so she able to understand the common ground. Which means, class, what do you meant by communication? Communication means while C class, whenever you're having the communication, okay, so whenever you had the communication, you always had the communication with the two persons, okay, you and the person who is receiving your thoughts, okay. So there will be the sender and receiver, okay. Between the two person only the communication can be held and can be easily understandable, okay. So while you both having the common language, okay, if you both had the common language, then it is easily understand or easily able to understand or grab the thoughts of other person, okay, to understanding that what the other person is saying, to uh, understand that what the other person is speaking or what the other person is trying to convey with to me, or I am trying to convey to her or him. The first basic thing is that the language should be common in both the sender and receiver, okay. If the language should not be common in both the persons or by both the persons, so it is little difficult, or that should be trouble for both the persons to understand their each thoughts, okay. And it is not really possible to communicate while the language is not being common, okay. So really it meant that while you having the communication, you should had the basic or the common language between both the persons, to easily able to understand and to convey your thoughts to one person to other persons, and also to understand that thoughts that what the other person is speaking to you, okay. Because not only you have to hear it, you also have to understand it. So the common language is most important thing while you having the communication with the other person, okay. So second point speaks about literally the communication means to inform, to tell, to show, to spread information. Thus, it may be interpreted as an interchanging of thoughts or information. That means whenever you're having the communication, you're not only having the ca- uh, you do not only communicate with each other, but also you want to inform something, you want to tell such things to other person, you want to give some information to the other person, okay, by your thoughts, whatever the statements or whatever the thoughts you are using, you just want to tell that information to the other person. So while you give the information to other person, you should have to require the common language by which the other person is also able to understand your thoughts, whatever you are sharing with him or her, okay. So that is the main thing. Then only the person can understand your information, your thoughts, and whatever you want to speak, okay. Then only the receivers can receive your thoughts, okay. To bring the understanding and confidence for good formal and informal relations, obviously when you're having the common the basic language by both the persons, then it is easily able to understand, as I have told you earlier also, that if you having the common language by both the persons, then it is easily able to understand and to building up a confidence also for the good formal and informal relations. For having the good communication between the two persons, and to having the good relations in formal or informal relations, to having or to building up a confidence or understanding between these relations, the common language is most important thing while having the communication, okay. So there was also the three names written. So according to the Cons, according to the Richfield, according to the Steno, what do you mean by what they meant by communication, okay. So according to the Cons, the communication means to transfer the information, that's it, okay. According to the Cons, communication means to transfer the information. According to the Redfield, the communication means to interchange the facts and opinions. According to the Steno, communication means to transmission of ideas, emotions, skills through the symbols and graphs. So, the differences between these three are Kant has said that transfer of information, that means only transferring of information while having the building up a confidence or not, that was not really main perspective. According to the cons, the communications perspective is to transferring the information from one person to another person. That's it. Either they are building up a confidence or not. Okay. According to the Redfield, interchanging the facts and opinions, which means while the two person is having the communication, so they has to be the most important perspective or the most important thing is between them to interchange the facts and figures. That's it. Nothing else to be interchanged. According to the Redfield, they only want to exchange between the two persons the facts and opinions between themselves. That's it. According to the Steno, the transmission of ideas and emotions, which means transfer, we can transfer the ideas and emotions and skills also through using the symbols and graphs. By using the many kinds of symbol graphs and many of the things through which we can explain our thoughts and emotions to the other persons, we can use that kind of graph symbols and emojis and many other things to transferring our information and thoughts to the other person. Okay, so this is the basic knowledge about the communication, what you know about the communication, and also I'll further move to many of the next topics of the communication. So till then, just like and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.